right, y'all. I'm about to start. Just give me a minute. I just want to see something real quick, you guys. Okay. We about to start this reading really quick because it says the first card that says keep going. I don't know if you guys can see that. So let me sit down. Okay, so they want me to keep going. I had another live earlier, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a reading. Hello, Rodney, Lee. Okay, so I'm gonna do a reading. Let me just light my sage real quick, y'all. And we gonna do one more. For the collective. All right, so let's see what messages you guys we need to know. It's only one person in here, so I really don't want to start, but we might just start on without him because I got other stuff to do, and I'm not one of those readers who just be like staying on all day because I get too many messages to be in one. I'm doing great. I am doing great. Okay. Okay, so let's pull some cards and see what needs to be known to the collective. Let's see. I know that's who I am, but I mean, it says they are all karmics. They try to copy you but want to judge you. How does that work? That is some like backwards type stuff, right? Okay, but God's protecting you from these vampires, right? Because this card says vampires right here. This next card came up, okay. And it's a cover-up that involves, okay. I already know this. They said to pull another card. Oh, it's about the money. See, it's all money game. So don't look back. It's about money. It's all a money game, right? What are referrals? When you go to the hospital, the doctor, you get all these referrals. Y'all think they're just giving it to you for free, for fun? When you go anywhere and get all these referrals, everybody's getting a piece of the pie. Everybody. Okay? Everybody's getting a piece of the pie. So they try to attach themselves in any way, whether that's to financial success, whether that's to, they try to attach themselves. Okay? And this is all a money game. Why do you think that they're in the position that they're in? Okay? And we know with cover-ups are normally, typically, money's involved in cover-ups. Because who's going to spend all that time, energy, plotting, planning, and setting up if money was not involved? Okay? So what else should we know about the powers and principalities? Y'all, this card showed up again. So do I need to say more money? It's a money game. You go to the hospital, right? You got something wrong with you, right? They prescribe medication, right? That's money game right there. Then they go ahead, they refer you to different things. That's money game right there. Normally it's more than one thing, right? That's a money game right there. Then they tell you to come back. And don't worry about it. We're just going to bill your insurance card. Somebody's paying for it, though. I don't care whether it's through Obamacare or Medi-Cal. Whatever y'all insurance is, somebody's still paying for that, whether y'all see the money being transferred or not. So it's all a big money game. Dang, there's a lot of light surrounding me right now. Keep going. Okay, y'all see these orbs surrounding me? It was in my last videos, but okay. You are stronger. You are already strong. That's why it took all of that, but now you're even stronger and wiser. Okay, and underneath that it says they manipulated people. So these people, doctors, right? People involved in different stuff, they manipulate people. And it's more than just doctors, but I'm dealing with a lot of powers and principalities. But these people that are in place, they manipulate people to fit their narrative, right? Because they know you're stronger and wiser than all of them. Put together. Put together. Okay, that's why they copy you, but then judge you. So they copy you. They don't tell them, oh, she's wiser than me. Oh, she's this and that. Right? So they copy. And then they want to judge. Well, that wasn't good enough. But can you do it? But can you walk in the shoes of another individual? You can't. So, y'all, that's what's going on. Right here it says, oh. No, I don't want to. They want me to get, they want me to be in a position of high. Ooh, what I just talking about, y'all? My cards don't lie. I don't lie. What I gotta lie for? Like, I could be doing other stuff that's more important than being on here, honestly. But powers and principalities. I am not my hair. I am not the skin. I am not your expectations. No. No, I'm not what you expected. They know I'm on my path. So guess what they're trying to do? Not succeed, because they're not. They know they're not. They try to use my own words to make themselves look good. You couldn't think of nothing to say? Y'all know I'm a master communicator on so many different levels. They couldn't use that. If you're powers and principalities of this world and you're in high places of authority and over people's lives and people's care, you don't know how to communicate to these people? Right? Because it is different dynamics and different kinds of people needing different kind of care from different backgrounds, financially, religiously, the different cultures. So these people don't know how to communicate. So you're setting them an example, yet they judge. You're right about everything, y'all. Okay? Let's see what else we need to know. What does the collective needs to know? Just keep going. And get behind me, Satan. And you will be okay. Okay, what are some more cards we need to know about the powers and principalities of this world? What else do we need to know about them? Okay, oh. Wow. They should have walked away and stayed out of it. Okay, Rodney, why is you, hold up. Okay, so somebody's not healed on my live, and I'm just ignoring it because I got stuff to do. They should have walked away, just like Rodney should have just walked away and not been on my live. Like, because the cards ain't lying. Oh, you're right about your mother. The cards ain't lying. So, how does the cards lie? How does what I'm saying match what the cards say? And y'all see me randomly shuffling and pulling it. So, some people just can't handle the truth. That's why there's so many illusions in this world, because if people really knew the truth, they ain't gonna like what they hear. Right? But the truth sets you free. And some people don't want to be free. Some people are okay with being in bondage and binded to different things that are not healthy for them. Right? But it said, get behind me, Satan. Right? They should have walked away and stayed out of it. See, these people didn't stay out of it. They thought what they were doing was right. They thought why wouldn't you stay out of something that had nothing to do with you? Okay, same like on my live. Like, people want to just say these different things and these different words. I'm sure they're not very aware of what they're saying, right? Because, right? But, because if they knew, then their mouth would be closed. And they would just try to hear the lesson and be educated. Okay? But they judge. Right? But they copy, but they judge. So they try to judge another individual who's anointed teacher. Right? But they want to judge that. You can't judge me. Now ask God if you can. You can't. You can't because we too close. We way too close. So they should have just walked away, right? But they can't walk away because they want to hold on so bad. And yes, your mother has something to do with it. Okay? Mother has a lot to do with it. All right, you guys. So let's see. I'm going to pull just a couple more. Let me pull from here. I see this card. I'm going to do this. And I will have victory. Okay. That's why they mad. That's why they mad. That's why they mad. That's why they mad. Because they know it's like, how you going to stop somebody that connected to Christ? How you going to stop somebody that connected to God? How? How is that even possible? This is when ignorance is not so great, right? This is when not being in the knowing is detrimental to one's health and to one's spirit and soul. Okay, but you guys have said I already know the truth, and I'm right, and I was right about everything. So if I'm right about everything that's going on, they're all in on it. The powers and principalities of this world. See, I'm actually educating people on what's really going on, right? On what's really happening. Okay? Yeah, you'll be okay, sweetheart. I know you can't help but watch. I know people can't help but watch and see, but they see the truth. The people who need to know, they know my things always coordinate. Always. Okay? I don't play no games. I really don't. Because I don't have time for it. See, they manipulate people. But again, get behind me, Satan. Because these are the powers and principalities, you dumb fuck. I told y'all. Like, bro, when I got life for the cars came back again. They said, they didn't hear the first time. Powers and principalities. Because they manipulated people. These powers and principalities. You already got authority and a supervisor and all this stuff, but you still have the nerve to manipulate people. Right? Give people illusions, right? But they're saying just keep going. Just keep going. These are powers and principalities of this world. Okay? These are the people who are of authority. I'm going to do something a little bit different. There's cards that's on the floor. I'm going to just randomly pick a couple up. I'm going to, hey, yeah, chunky dude. Yeah, I know. Okay, give me 1 second. So these powers and principalities. Oh, yeah, I know, baby, but let me tell you how strong you are, though. You came from me. You understand? We created you. We co-created you together. I said, you're going to have my hair. You're going to have my sister's chin. You're going to have my mother's eyes, and that's exactly to the T. Do you not know who you are, baby? You okay? Huh, you okay? Huh? You're stronger than a whole bunch of people put together. You came from us. We created you together. Watch us. Huh? We molded you. Watch us, baby. Yeah. I see it. I just see that man. All right, you guys. So let me continue my reading. I might just stop it for a little bit. Let me see. Because you already know powers and principalities, of course they don't want me to get the messages and the information out because they want the population to stay asleep. They want the population to be uneducated, unaware. Okay? They don't want people to know what's really going on because then they stop going to hospitals. They stop taking medication. They stop listening to people in authority who have no idea what they're doing. They stop giving businesses and services to some people. Y'all, the whole world has stopped. So clearly what was going on was not supposed to be going on. And who's in control of this world? And we can go deeper, but let's keep it real. Powers and principalities. The same thing keeps popping up. They judge you, but God be you. Like, what the shit is this? They know after this they cannot get into your life anymore. Y'all go check out my last live where I talk about this. So these people, hold on, change is coming. These people, okay, they tried to kill you. You know the truth. And what card just swapped out like that? You know the truth. They belittled you. They've tried to kill you. They should have walked away. They tried to kill you upside down. And then it says they should have walked away and stayed out of it. Because they have no idea what's really going on. You know, and Jesus Christ, he said, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. I love me some Jesus. We are super close, but they know what they're doing. They've been knowing what they're doing for a long time. Okay, this is not new. Okay, let me pull one more card, you guys. Stop playing with me. All the songs you listened to as a child. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to end this live soon. But I know somebody just mad because they can't handle the truth. And I know the world couldn't. That's why I said, God, they ain't really ready. They ain't ready. They don't want to know what's been in their face their whole life. They don't want to know the truth. How many of y'all just found out that education, right, some of the stuff, the school system has not been giving the information that is needed and been giving you the bullshit information, right, about Christopher Columbus and all kind of stuff, right? People are slowly like, oh, maybe that wasn't true. Maybe, right? And some people, it's hard for them to accept. They're like, no, but he had to sell the ocean blue. But he had to. If the school system is rigged, who created the school systems? What was the school systems in place for? Now, it's not just hospitals. Let's talk about the different systems. It's called system for a reason. Okay? So the different systems of this world. What are some of the systems? You got prison system. You got school system. What are some of the systems of this world, you guys? Because the systems were put in place for a reason. Right? They were put in place for a reason. And does it benefit the people? Well, I don't know. I mean, how beneficial has the school system been for many people? How beneficial has college been for many people? Most people with degrees and stuff talk about having debt that they have to pay off of, and it takes them forever to pay it off, and then they're working day and night to just pay off the debt that they collected from being educated to become whatever profession, right? So are these systems that put in place great for us or detrimental to our spirit and our soul? We have to kind of really think about that. Let's pull a couple more cards. Let me see something. Okay, let's pull a couple more cards and see. Have you felt cold lately? So it's like use your intuition, because I know, get behind me, Satan. Because I know why, what that is. Let's pull these cards over here. I have cards here. We're going to put this all to the side. Dark, but it's covered up. And it says dark, and it says they are all in on it. Okay. But something we already knew, right? These systems work together. So all these systems that are in place, they work together. Okay? They've been working together since the New World Order. They've been working together since the days of time. Okay? And then they're putting new systems to pretend that they're on the side of the people, but they're actually not. They're like an Uncle Tom to people. Okay? Oh, Auntie coming back. Y'all go look at my video where I talked about Auntie. Especially if you want to know more about family members and in debt and generations and some of the stuff people they've been sacrificing. Right? Because people sacrifice people too for fame and fortune. Right? You're right about your auntie. Y'all. I just put... You're right about your auntie. Continue. It says continue. So the aunt who they sacrifice people, right, in order to get riches, in order to get fame, in order to become somebody, even though they didn't really become who they wanted to become, so they have to continue to do it. The devil just gives them just enough rope. Just enough rope. They ain't gonna give them the whole shebang because they got work to do. See, they're working for the devil. They're working for the devil. The devil says when they eat, sleep, shit. Okay? That's what's going on with some of these family members, okay? It also says, don't worry. You're right about your mother. So could this be somebody's aunt, but also somebody's mother? Intuitive messages. So you're getting intuitive message about family members. Okay? It also says, oh, they falsified documents. So not only the powers of principalities falsifying documents, which is illegal, by the way, but you know, they feel like they're above the law, so they can write on court-ordered documents and then try to feed bullshit to people. But also your mother, who's been falsifying documents to get the things that she needs in order to have a certain lifestyle. And this is from intuitive messages. You don't even need cards. Intuitive messages. The magician. Dark. So your mother's a dark wizard. Okay? And you know the truth. You know what your mother does. And it says, y'all, and it says mother. Then it says, oh, God's on her neck. And I'll get my... So your mother had a lot to do with that whole mental institution thing. She actually does that spiritual warfare until she did it to your other sisters. So if you don't agree with some family members, they would try to have spiritual warfare set upon different people's lives, so they can make other people view them as crazy, or view them as lying, or view them as, oh, they just going through something. But they know why that person is going through stuff, right? It says, this card dropped on my foot. These people know that they're not on your level spiritually because you're connected to God. So they know, and again, who do they work for? They don't work for God. You think God's telling them to do witchcraft? You think God's telling them to cast spells? You think God's telling them that all you need is riches in this world and you be the happiest motherfucker on earth? You think God is giving them that information? No. You think God... Who created money? God didn't create money. God didn't say, oh, y'all, you know what? When I create the whole world, let me create some dollar bills, y'all. Dollar bills, y'all. He didn't say that. God didn't say that. He did. Okay? So eat more fruits and vegetables because they are all in it. All in on it. My last slide, I talked about fasting towards the end. So eat more fruits and vegetables and get behind me, Satan. Okay? Trust no one. Because God saw everything. God, him saw everything. And he don't play about me. Y'all think God play about me? I've been through way too much. And y'all know he held my hand the whole time. When God was using my vessel, when these people was, you're right about your father. They know you're highly intelligent. It always takes an army to go against this one person, which is, okay. Listen to some childhood songs. So I'm going to play a song really quick, random shuffle. We'll just go ahead and do, we'll go do a random shuffle on my thing. And I'll put it on, we're going to put on shuffle and see what plays. Okay, let me turn this down. Hold on. So YouTube doesn't copyright me. And I was, ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low, ain't no river wide enough for you, baby. If you need me, call me. No matter where you are, no matter how far, don't worry, baby, just come on. I told y'all me and God is close. He said, call up what you need. Call me, come on. You know, we're close. I also understand duality. Okay? I also understand balancing divine masculine and divine feminine energy. Okay? So this song means so many different things all at one time. Okay? And it can't keep getting to you, babe. Y'all think y'all get to me when God is covering me? So, and this is for some of the collectives too. And I know there's a lot of people who just want to know my moves and how I move, but you don't think God's letting me know that y'all want to know my moves and how I move? You don't think God has already made me aware? He has. I already know. He's made me aware. 777. And it's almost over. They should have walked away. I will have victory. So, and if you don't know, now you know. You know very well who you are to me. Reach for the stars. You had to go and make them midnight. All right, you guys, we finna get off this live real quick. Okay, let me pull a couple more cards. What does the collective need to know? What do you think the collective needs to know? They gonna be on every live because they are subscribed and they get notifications about your channel. You're talking about the collective get notifications from my channel? Okay. What else? God still love me. Do he still love you? Does he still love you? Is what you need to think about. God loves him some me. Okay, I'm gonna pull maybe a couple. Okay, pull this. They know who you are. And they even knew who you were when you were healing. And they thought that was a perfect time to attack. They attacked you at your weakest, and they thought they could attack you while you're healing. You were right about everything. They hate that I'm an empath. They want me to be a narc. They hate that I'm empathic. They hate that shit. They hate that I'm empathic. That's why everybody keep trying to wish that shit upon. Man, you can't wish shit. Y'all wishes don't fucking come true. What motherfucking lamp y'all blowing on? Y'all think the devil gonna make y'all wishes come true? The devil don't make nobody wishes come true. He is the king of trickery. So he can't do nothing for that, my man. He's trying to trick you in order to y'all stop playing. But God, right? But God, I asked God for something, I guessed it. I guess what I asked for because, and it's not, I say that to say, whose team are you on? And is that team beneficial to you? And I know some people have trouble separating themselves or going through spiritual warfare. You got to go with your heart. What does your heart lead you to? Does it lead you to cruelty and darkness, or does it lead you to wanting a closer connection to God and that closeness and understanding the puzzle of life? The good, the bad, the ugly. Let me see. I know they did. I know, because they don't want this knowledge to come aware and they are karmics. Even an ex. So some of us, even me included, okay? God was healing you while they was plotting against you. See, these people just couldn't walk away. And it says again, they did not walk away. So, what happens when God tells people to walk away and they don't walk away? And this is a mother included. I'm just going to pull a few more cards. They have done everything to break me. Okay? That's the same thing they did to Christ. They tried to break Jesus Christ so bad, did everything they could to break him. Y'all thought they just crucified him. It was way more than that. It was way deeper than that. Okay? The reason why he had to carry that cross up the hill, the reason why he had to get beaten and whipped, the reason why he was humiliated was to break him. Okay? But some of us just cannot be broken. Period. Because of who we follow, because of who we know. Okay? So we are highly protected. Does things happen? Yes. Things happen. Okay, but there's a lesson in everything. So we must know and understand the lesson. Okay? Let me see how many people are in this chat here or in the live. I'm about to get off in a little bit, y'all. But it says connected to God. I told y'all, stop it. Getting stronger each day. Stop it. Okay, should we play one more song? We'll do one more shuffle song, and then I'm actually going let me see. What's this? Okay. What's the next? Hold on, sorry, guys. I never played that one, so let's go ahead and go to the next one. Because I don't need to play it. Ooh! Look, the family's like, don't forget about us. No, baby, no. They don't want it to forget. The family's like, don't move on. Don't forget about us. The family wants to hold on, right? Wants attachments. Okay? Oh, my baby girl is okay, so that's pretty much what's going on. But you guys, I only went live real quick. So like this video. And God told me though, he said, you know what? Because I was like, why should I put out messages when my messages are actually the truth, is important, and it actually takes me time to stop what I'm doing to give the collective messages. And I'm like, it's not, because I know not a lot of people are viewing my channel. And he's like, well, no, that's okay. He said, but the few that are watching are being guided to watch mine. The other ones are trolling. Let them troll. They've been doing that for a long, long time, honey. They've been doing that for so long. Y'all see these orbs around me? Now, who am I connected to, baby? And the reason why I say this is because the attacks, the spiritual attacks, are them trying to stop my messages, right? But I'm going to keep y'all, I'm going to be persistent, because one thing about me, because they persisted with the wicked. The wicked. Okay. That's what they're doing. It's a cult. Sorry, I'm talking to them. It's a group of them. It's a cult. You might as well put it in the category of religion at this point. And I know y'all like, how can you say Wicca and witchcraft is religion? Yo, put it in the same category. People group up together on an altar to do different type of sacrifice and to pray to, okay, and to ask for stuff and to also give offerings. Yes, they do give offerings too. So just like if y'all go to a church with your pastor, Christian church, Catholic church, and all of them, they also give offerings. They also have altars. They also gather together, right? In a setting, in an organized setting, right? So what is the difference? Please educate me if you have some information to share. Okay, so that's why I categorize them in the same category as religion. Okay, because they do it religiously. Okay, they practice it. It's a practice that they practice. African spirituality. There you go. There we go, baby. So yeah. So, but yes. So you're right about African spirituality. That's great information. Wonderful. So yes, African culture do it often. Witchcraft, voodoo. It also happens in like from what I'm aware, New Orleans as well. It's like from the South. Sometimes it happens there as well. Also, different cultures do it too. I thought maybe that's how you started learning from African culture. Okay, well, if that's how you learned, then that's how you learned. But there's also so many different cultures that do it. So it is a religion, okay? But here's the problem with that, okay? Or with any religion, okay? It is okay, so let's break this down on why I don't do it, okay? Or I'm like, yo, God, go on and handle that for me. You know, it's because what happens is the people who's doing this Wicca or witchcraft, and they put it under spirituality or what have we not, they it's a sense of control, right? Because a lot of the spell work that's being done is what, right? And you can chime. Anybody can chime in, and we can all talk about this in the live chat, because this is actually something that we should. So you started in African spirituality, but also what happens, right? With spell work. Let's talk about it, okay? Now, your enemies got enemies. Oh, so whoever's doing, your enemies got enemies. Your enemies got enemies, and they think it's you doing the work, but it ain't you doing the work. God let the enemies get the other enemies, and they let them attack each other. Woo! Okay, sorry, that was a side note for the side note, because y'all know I move like. But wow. So that's what they want to say about that one. So enemies got enemies. Taking all the energy, trying to take away from a nigga. Okay, that's a side note. But pretty much, what they do is, right, with Wicca and witchcraft and spirituality, however you want to do it, the code. Hey, Ryan, however you wanted to do it. Now, let me tell you why I say, what the fuck is you doing? Why? Now, let me tell you why. No, and I'm gonna tell the collective on why that y'all, who the fuck are you? And I say that with the utmost respect, because let me tell you how. I want y'all to really listen to me here. Now, and I'm gonna say this with grace, because God wants me to give you guys messages with grace, right? But I feel like y'all really need to tune into this part here. Like, I know I've been talking about a whole bunch of important stuff. I tune in right on. Oh, you always do, always on time. So, sorry, I was talking to Rain. So sometimes I'll be having conversations with the chat. I should maybe make it more known, but my mind moves so fast that I know who I'm talking to. You get what I'm saying? And I'm used to getting messages, you know, and talking directly. So, but yes, always on time. So let me tell you why. It's what's happening and why it's like, oh, you fancy. You think you fancy. You think you fancy because you're doing some Wicca? You think you fancy because you're doing witchcraft? Let me tell you the problem with that. And there's problems in many religions. Don't ever get it twisted. Okay, there's a problems with many religions and many cults. Okay, and the reason why I don't pick at witchcraft and Wicca, because again, a lot of people were born into it. You get what I'm saying? They were born into a cult. They don't know it. They were born into knowing something. So if you're born into knowing something, that's what you do. You don't think it's odd or abnormal. Other people don't do it, but other people don't do a lot of different stuff. You get what I'm saying? But I don't want to pinpoint it, but I need to pinpoint it because of what we're talking about, which is the different religions, but the Wicca and the witchcraft and the spirituality. If you are doing love spells on somebody, okay? Love spells are binding spells. I know I'm getting a visual of what people be doing. I don't care. I know about how they do it, all that type of stuff. I know. But if you're doing that type of stuff, right? For somebody to love you, right? You're binding yourself with an individual to love you, or you're doing a love spell for them to love you. Then that means they don't love you to begin with. Why would you want to force somebody to love you that don't love you? Why would you want to force that on somebody? Well, I'm going to make him love me. Like, girl, like, man, like, sir, like, madam. Don't do that to no. Don't force somebody to love you. Why can't they just want to love you? Why can't they just want to be with you? And if they can't see the love that you have and the love that you give them, then they ain't the person for you. Why did people feel the need to do love spells and binding spells? Because that's against somebody's will, right? You're doing some people, oh no. Y'all, some people putting shit in food and shit in drinks. Y'all, come on. Like, you see what I'm saying? First off, that's poisoning somebody. Like, let's keep it 100. Like, let's cut the shit. I don't care how you say you're poisoning somebody. You're putting a liquid in somebody else's stuff. So that's fucked up for one. And they trusted you to pour their drink already. So you already are violating trust and violating so many different things, but you want somebody to love you? Think about that, y'all. For real. Like, I'm not saying, listen, I don't tell people what they do is wrong, what they do is right. I am not the jury, the judge, or the executor. Not my job. Not what I come on here to do. But what I will say is, why can't I see my live chest better? But what I will say is, that, why would you want that? Why would you want that kind of control? Okay, what about come to me spells, right? So other people can come. Why don't you want somebody to come and want to be around you naturally? Just because, you know what, you're a good person. Just because, you know what, you cool, kick it with. Just because, you know what, maybe we can go here and stop here and go different places together. No, people do come to me spells and stuff like that because they know that individual don't really want to be around them. So you are forfeiting some, like, bruh, listen what you guys are doing. It's a sense of control. So how is that okay? Or do you know it's not okay, but still do it anyway? Like, I want to know what they thought process is when they're actually doing these things. Well, I just want him to love me. Then, okay, well, how about you be more loving? How about you be more lovable? How about you do those things? Why do you have to bind somebody? Why do you have to put something in somebody's drink or do spell work on somebody just for them to love you? Okay, it gets deeper. Don't think that I'm just getting stuff that's surface so you guys can kind of understand what I'm rocking with when I'm rocking with this. They OD with the binding spells. I can hear the spells they send bouncing off my aura back. Right. Like, why would they want to bind somebody? Like, bro, you don't think, mind you, for the people who are intuitive and know spiritually, y'all don't think we can feel when that stuff's done? My God. Y'all, okay. Y'all playing with me on this live. See, once my subscribers get up, y'all, I'm going to go deeper. The only reason why I don't go is, and I might just do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because you're right. They overdo it. They overdo it. What's that movie you're watching? What's that movie called? You're watching it. You're watching it. But they overdo it. And when they go back to their practitioner and said, oh my God, I overdid something. Oh my gosh, I think I made a mistake. Oh my gosh, he doesn't love me. Oh my gosh, he naturally loves somebody else. Naturally. Do you know that cuts deeper than anything? That's a deeper cut. That you have to force somebody to do something that was done, something that is natural for somebody else. Okay? But somebody had to force. Understand that that's not normal. And they overdo it. So now, because it's not just lovers, family do it too. So while an individual is trying to bind themselves to somebody else, I guarantee you somebody else doing the same thing. That's why I said your enemies got enemies. Because while you are tracking somebody else's moves and trying to control somebody else, trust me, somebody else is on your ass. Because those practitioners is doing it too, to keep you coming. They say, okay, I need that money good. I'm going to charge my arm and leg for this. I'm going to need some more money. So guess what? I'm going to bind myself to these individuals. So financially, I'm in their pocketbook. So when people try to control another individual, they also are being controlled and they don't even know it. So that's why it's like a whole bunch of puppets and that's why it's not healthy. And again, I don't judge people's cultures. I don't judge what people do. I'm not nobody. I'm not the judge. I am not the judge, the jury, the executor. I'm telling y'all. But at what point do you say, hey, I don't need to we don't need to be binded. Why can't you just, want to be around me, want to be in my life? No, people try to force it. Okay, so now we got binding, we got love. There's other ones. We said, come to me. I know so many of them, y'all, that at this point, I should be the motherfucking Dr. Seuss motherfucking Witchcraft and Wicca. And and the reason why I know is from experience, y'all. And at this point in my spiritual journey, I know when someone's doing it to me. Like Rain said, we know when it's being done. Right? We know it. Because we can feel it. We get the intuitive messages about it. The practitioner didn't tell you. Right? She leaving some information out. And some probably said, oh no, maybe you shouldn't do this. And you was like, no, but I really love this person. You went to go seek, other people went to go seek a different practitioner. Okay, I'm getting messages about, okay. Yes, don't pull that many from, okay. Because I'm getting messages, but a practitioner actually wants to come and give me messages, but they said, no, block that out. No. A practitioner cannot give you no message. No. Okay. Because the practitioner know they doing dirty stuff, and they try to attach themselves to other individuals, and it's not right, y'all. I don't care how you chop it up. And I don't want to focus on witchcraft and Wicca too much because, again, there's other religions, other cultures, and other cults that are not healthy and that have a sense of control. It might not be the same way as spell work, spirituality, witchcraft, Wicca, and all that stuff, but it's a still sense of control, right, with other stuff. And the confessional booths. I'm hearing back in the day they had the confessional booth. You come and tell the confessions, and then the pastors and preachers use it against you so you can do whatever they want you to do in the confessional booth. See, it's not just Wicca and witchcraft, but the reason why I pinpoint Wicca and witchcraft, because we know that that's where most of the spiritual attacks are coming from, because they're trying to do spiritual warfare. But what happens when that person beats that spiritual warfare? They keep trying to give them spiritual warfare. You see what I'm saying? It's control. Why are you controlling? Why are you going to try to put somebody in spiritual warfare? For what? Right? So these are the things that people do. What are some other ones, you guys? Let me think from the top of my neck, the top of my dome. Repellent. The repellent spell, so people don't become near you. So if you're wondering why all your friends, all your lovers, people you love and stuff stay away from you, and you kind of feel isolated even after, even though we're in isolation right now because of COVID, but even before that. The reason why is because the repellent. It makes everybody get away fast. Like the urgency to not be around you for whatever reason. No, that's spell work being done. Or how about memory loss? Right? That's spell work being done. How about stop, baby? Because they don't want you to know, where you're starting to find out. What else? Let's keep going. And I seen you from afar. I see that chat from afar. Because I'm not sitting on the computer, but I saw it. Did somebody say yes? Agreeing. So you agree that what you're doing. So now I got a question for you, because now when I do live, it goes both ways with communication, right? Because when I'm doing live, I'm also looking at you guys' chats and you're reading. Okay? So when I read you guys stuff, hold on, baby. Yep. Thank you, Simone. Y'all see Simone around, y'all know. You guys know. Y'all know. Because you guys have been getting intuitive messages. I'm just saying. I know you guys have. But this is what they're doing. It's a sense of control. Like, why would you want that type of control over another individual? Who the fuck you think you are? You fancy? You think you fancy, huh? Well, you can just control somebody like that? But here's the sad part. Let me tell you what, y'all want to know a story time when somebody did a come to me spell. I wanted to beat the fuck out of them because I knew it was off. But here's the thing with me. You can't do a come to me spell with me. They tried to do a come to me spell and love me spell. So I can like, oh, I just want to be around you. I have so many done to me that I can tell when it's being done to somebody. I can tell when it's being done in my face. I can tell, I can tell all of that. I can tell them what they use and what they put in the jar, and where they put it, and all stuff like that. Because, okay, when you're mingling in someone's energy, you think they can't feel it though? So, and that's why I said, why do Wicca and witchcraft? Why try to take that choice away from somebody? Like, that doesn't make any sense. So we talk about a lot of religions, but I kind of want to zoom in on witchcraft while we're on the subject, because it's rare I kind of dabble into this subject, but I know so much about it. Okay, what other spells do they do? And what bothers me more than anything? It's not the people who are doing it, because let me rephrase it. Okay, what bothers me more is the practitioners who always like, I do a love spell for you. You want me to do a binding spell? You want me to do a love spell? Or I can teach you how to bind. Why would you teach somebody that for some money, for some coin? Why would you teach somebody how to do that? And why? When these people know that this is a sense of controlling an individual, and God gave us free will. The powers and principalities and systems try to take away the free will, and then now you have individuals who are in a cult, witchcraft, or religion, right? Because it's African spirituality, but there's other stuff as well. It's not just Africans who do Wicca and witchcraft, okay? Yep, sure. So it's more other people who do it, other religious, but why are they doing it? They know what they're doing, and this is why I will never in my life. Now, Jesus Christ said, "Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do." I love me some Jesus Christ. Don't never get it twisted. Okay, we close like, but I would never say they do not know what they're doing, because they know what they do. They know. They study it. They go online. They be searching. Okay, how do I do this spell? Okay, okay, let me do this. Oh, and then they go back to see if it's working. Is it working? Hey, girl, I just want to see how you doing, girl. I just want to see how you feel today. You having a good day? Now, and most people don't know what's happening to them, so what is their response to it? Their response would be what? Nah, girl, my car just went out. I don't know what happened, girl. I was on my way to work, and I was and they were about to promote me, and they said, because I was so consistent with my job, and so as I'm consistent with my job, and I was supposed to go, and another boss supervisor was gonna come to meet me, and when I told you about it yesterday, and then today when I got into my vehicle, it just wouldn't work, it wouldn't turn on, and I don't know why. That, hey friend, hey girl. Yeah, she know why. That's why she called the next day to see. You get what I'm saying? She calls to see if it's working. And then she says, well, how do you feel about that? Well, girl, I could lose my... You see what I'm saying? They want to know how it's working. Oh. Sir, I was just reading Chosen Ones. I think it's BTS Chosen Ones. I try to read it fast because my live... Well, how come my live won't just stay... I mean, the comments won't just stay up? It's okay, y'all. I'm figuring out how to do this live. I'm not a tech computer person, not at all. I just really get on here for messages and for teaching. I'd rather teach old school, but you know, hey, this is modern day. So I jump online. But, yes, okay. Be the chosen, okay. Yes, so yeah, they do womb spells. Okay, yeah, let's talk about that too, punk bitches. Because that right there, that's why I can't be coming out here talking about witchcraft, because they piss me off. They piss me sometimes. Because womb spells. Now let me tell you about that. Because that is some fucked up shit. That motherfucker, let me tell you. Well, guess what happens when you do a spell on somebody's womb? Tell it. See, I don't speak certain negativity into the world because I just don't do that. Ain't me. I don't do that one. That's not for me. But they said to tell it. The people who are doing womb spells on people's womb, who are fucking with what God's doing, because if God is, you know, if God's over here co-creating, you know, and these people are trying to stop that, for one, they're dumb as fuck. For two, when somebody does womb, does that, they're only affecting their own self. Okay? So I need you guys to start looking at stuff differently. Okay? So let's say they can't do it over here because they know. Let me tell you something. They can't, bruh. Because me and God too close, guys. But let me tell you why sometimes it does not. Sometimes there is a pause in fertility. Okay? Because sometimes, yes, it could be spells, but sometimes also a pause in fertility because an individual needs to heal more, or an individual needs to heal so they don't continue generational curses. So yes, sometimes it could be womb spells, but sometimes it could be there's more healing involved for the parent, because it probably wouldn't been the best situation, and some people are here to break curses and break stuff. So God's like, okay, let's hold on back, and you being attacked, let's hold this on back, baby, because you ain't ready for that healing. Let me do, come over here, come under my wing real quick. Let me give you some healing real quick, and then when the time is right, you'll have that baby. Do you get what I'm saying? So sometimes, yes, it's spells, but sometimes you got to say, hey, is it really, maybe there's something within, like healing that needs to be done for myself, or my mental needs to change a little bit on why I'm not conceiving, you know? So sometimes it's stuff like that. So I don't want y'all always to say, it could be spell work being done. It could be, I don't want you guys always to feel that way, okay? Because yes, witchcraft is a motherfucker, and yes, there's people who do it, and yes, you know, but there's also sometimes it could be something different, okay? So we don't want to always blame it on the witchcraft. It also can be self, because we got a lot to do with our journey too, okay? So we always got to kind of look at every option, because... And there's personal experiences I could share, but I think, so a reader clarified that it was, oh, well, okay, well, you know, hey, cool. But also, yeah, make sure you guys, yes, Simone, yeah, you guys got to make sure it's what it is. But there is womb spells, if you guys want to know, yes, there is. There's also fertility spells to help people give, I guess, want to give birth or want to have a baby. I don't know, but I wouldn't fuck around with that. No. Because it's a spell to bring life into the world. So y'all gotta be careful too what people dabble in. I ain't saying y'all, I'm just saying in general. Because I know there's many people, karmics included, who are watching these channels. So I just want us to kind of keep an open mind sometimes on what stuff could be. Okay, but back to the witchcraft. There's other spells being done, let's say jar spells and stuff like that, these people are actually researching, okay, what do I put in here? Okay, I put in that. Okay, then put in that. Okay, and then, and I gotta write it down. Yeah, oh my God. So they're actually researching it and trying to really push this spell work agenda, right? For their own greed. Okay, and greed could be what they want: the love, they want money, they want whatever. They want to stop somebody from doing something. Okay, because if y'all people be putting all type of stuff. I'm hearing somebody pisses in it. What the fuck is it? Bruh. People be doing all type of stuff. Sorry, I'm blocking somebody from my energy field. You guys give me a sec, because I know instantly when somebody, you feel me, you want to say what the fuck I'm saying? Okay, there you go. Okay, so be mindful of what it is. But yes, it's in different cultures. I don't know, we got on the topic about this, so just be mindful. There's a lot of... Let's talk about the spell work of distractions, right? And I don't say, and kids are the most beautiful thing in the world, but let me tell you, there's a lot of people who like to bind, and it's not for love. It's to stop people's success, okay? So you guys, I just want y'all to be mindful of people trying to do that, especially if you're intuitive. You don't think your family knew that at birth because you didn't know you was innocent. So you just say, I just had this dream. I just feel this way. You're innocent, so you innocently spoke, to somebody who was like a low-key hater, but you didn't know, and then they tried to find ways to stop that. You know what I'm saying? They try to find ways to stop the progress because they know, like, damn, I wish I had that. Instead of them saying, you know what, I wish I did have them dreams you had. How do you have them dreams? And just ask them. Or hey, those dreams could be true. So where are you getting your dreams from? Ask them. Communicate with people to see. And most people say, well, God just gives it to me. I don't know, because you're a kid, right? You just probably say, God gave it to me, or God just tells me. And instead of them saying, wow, that's a great relationship that you have with God, that's one, they're like, you sure it's God? You sure? They doubt, they try to put doubt in your mind, but then try to be more like the individual who they're doubting. Do you get what I'm saying? So some things are manipulation. So it's not just spell work. Some people are just manipulating situations behind the scene. So I don't want to give spell work and Wicca and witchcraft all the credit, because some stuff is just pure manipulation. You get what I'm saying? So y'all, we just have to be mindful of what it is. And that's why y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something that's some real shit. Real quick, hold on, let me put it. Hey, do what you're doing, him doing it, lady. He be laughing because he knows, hold on with this. I be talking, but that don't know what you be saying. I know you be saying. Okay. Oh. What you do? Oh. I said you don't want to play by yourself. I said, well, I don't want to play by myself. Yeah, okay. Okay, so, all right, so I'm going to tell y'all right now. I saw a couple chats come up, but I didn't really get to read it. But let me tell y'all why I do not return to sender. Now, I take that back. I do, but with the knowledge, though, bro. Because let's say this. Let's have a talk, because I want to talk to y'all for real. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, I'm gonna read stuff to make sure I don't go off. Okay, so so some people are unhealed, right? They're not healed, and they're mad that other individuals are healed. So if they're mad at another individuals or are healed, they're trying to stop people's healing process instead of saying, yo, how you healing over there? Like, how you get past that, man? Because that was some deep shit that you had to go through. So, like, I mean, what steps did you take to get better, you know? That's really what support groups and all them groups are for, to help one another get past traumatic experiences. You get what I'm saying? But they don't ask that type of questions, you know, to really know, to heal themselves. They'll probably be like, oh yeah, you finally over that dude you was with, stuff like that. And you're like, well, yeah. You know, but they don't say, well, how did you get over him? Because that's tough to get over something like that. That's tough to get over, you know, X, Y, and Z. You know, that's very tough. But yeah, so what I was going to say about the return to sender, y'all have to be very careful. The reason why you have to be careful when you return stuff to sender, because sometimes, motherfucker, it's yourself. Sometimes it's self doing shit. So if yourself is doing something to your own self, bitch, you don't want to return it back to your motherfucking self, motherfucker. Like, come on, like, really? Let's keep it real. Like, so say this, because sometimes we step on our own toes, right? Sometimes we go on a different path, not meaning to, but hey, that path seemed a little shorter, and then I got to take a shortcut over there. So I think I'm going to take that path. Even though God was like, yo, maybe this one, but you was like, nah, God, I see the signs that way. I'm going to go that way. So sometimes it could be we step on our own toes, or we kind of trip over ourselves, right? And we make little mistakes. And it's okay to make a mistake. You made a mistake. It's okay. But sometimes what happens is we make a mistake, right? And so when we make a mistake, then what happens is we want to say, well, I'm going to return it to the motherfucker who did it to me. I'm mad and I'm going to make it. I'm going to return because I'm mad at the motherfucker. You got all this energy and rage in you, right? I'm going to return it to this bitch. Right? You mad, right? You big mad. Okay. So you got all that energy and that rah-rah, right? Then you about to curse somebody you thought did something to you. Wait, what? Wait, so it wasn't them? And I just used all that energy to do what to them? Bitch, what if she decided to return it back to your motherfucking ass? Now all that energy you just put in? So all that energy you just put in, guess that's going right back too. Okay, another example. You do something, right? And then you want to, you say something out your mouth, right? About your own self. You got on this tight dress on, right? You got a cute little tight dress on. Go on, girl, with your bad set, go. And then you go look in the mirror, you like, damn, I look fat. Hold up, ain't nobody said you even look fat. Your own self just declared and just spoke and just said you was fat. So now in your mind, your mental, guess what you thinking? You fat. Now you feeling insecure. Now you want to take the dress off and go put on some leggings and your waist trainer and shit. I love my waist trainer too, though. I ain't gonna lie. But you want to put all your shit to cover up, right? So, and I wear it as a brace too, y'all. I wear it for double, you know. But anyways, you see what you just declared to yourself? You just declared you was fat, bitch, and now you believe you motherfucking fat. You was not fat. You just need to look in a different mirror, because that mirror right there, it was too wide. It just showed some width. But you was okay. Do you see how sometimes we can put stuff on ourselves? You get what I'm saying? And it's not witchcraft, it's not Wicca. It's just, we just pretty much affirmed something that wasn't true, and then we became to believe it. So that's why we have to kind of stay away from the blame game. But if somebody does something to you, yeah, of course you let God handle it. You let God handle it, because you don't want something to come back on you or accuse somebody of doing something, right? And you don't have all the facts, right? I know people have been accused. People have been accused of doing stuff. You know, it sucks to be accused of doing stuff, right? It's not the best feeling, even though it was not true. So imagine you accusing somebody and God saw that this person really had a good heart towards you, really thought you was a good person. would never do that to you. Why would they no, they wasn't thinking like that. But you and your mom was like, no, it gotta be them. I think it's that person. It gotta be that person. And it's like, no, it wasn't. So that's just, so we have to be careful with the blame game for the witchcraft, but a lot of it does happen. It is another cult and another type of form of religion. So I dare somebody to, and that's what I'll be my own fucking lawyer. I dare somebody to be on here like, oh, I think she's this, she's that. You want to go to court about it so I can argue in front of the judge the difference between somebody going through something spiritually and somebody having Wicca and witchcraft put on them in a form of control. Because it happens. It definitely happens, you guys. And people turn a blind eye. A lot of people turn blind eyes to stuff. But my eyes, no. No, sir, it can't be blinded, and I won't pretend. That's why, y'all, let's talk about Santa Claus. Satan Claus. Satan Nicholas. Let's talk about him real quick. Remember when y'all was a kid? Let me tell you how illusions started. Your parents, this is why I never trust my parents and my mammy. Because it starts when you're a kid. Oh, Santa Claus is going to bring you all this stuff. That man, that man with the beard and his flying reindeers is gonna bring you a whole bunch of toys for Christmas. The parents know they lying, and the kid's like, "Are you sure it's a Santa?" And you're like, "Yeah, he was gonna buy you all this stuff." Okay, so y'all make Santa cookies and shit. Y'all say, "Oh, he gonna come down the chimney with his fat ass." So, okay. So y'all, the parents try to make it believable. Even with the tooth fairy, they want you to believe, right? Even when you have doubt, they want you to believe it, right? So then, when you finally realize that they were not telling the truth, right? When you realize your parents were not telling the truth about Santa Claus, you know what they said to you? But don't tell your sisters and your brothers. Don't tell nobody at school. Don't tell nobody that Santa ain't real. Keep the illusion up for everybody because it makes people happy under that illusion. People are happy about getting presents from nowhere and just it's coming to them. It makes them feel good about themselves. So don't tell nobody. What happens if you was that kid who said, you just one of them outspoken kids who said, he ain't real. You got in trouble by the principal. You got in trouble by the teacher. Your parents said, how would you go and say that to them? Why? Why? Because they wanted that illusion up. Right? They wanted to put that illusion. Let's keep it real. And they were okay with people believing in that illusion. And when you started to look past that veil of illusion, they told you not to say nothing. So it's not just witchcraft that has an illusions. It's also people manipulating or just people trying to convince you of something that is just false. For what reason? It's fun. It's fun for the kids to think, oh, it's you know how cute. You got a flying reindeer with a little red little nose on it. It makes them happy when they see that you're making cookies for Santa. Do you guys see why keep an illusion up in a veil and then not want people to know the truth about what's really going on? You know what I'm saying? You should want people to know the truth about what's happening. Let me go to my thing about what's happening. Because it's not just always witchcraft and Wicca. So we have to be mindful of that. We have to be mindful of that. You know, as these things are going on. So, we went into this long thing about religions, but there's other cults, again, there's other things that people do, and they do it religiously as well. But I don't judge people. I'm not the judge, the juror, or the executor. That's not what I get on here for. But that was important to talk about because we went on about it, but I want you guys to check out my other videos so you guys can see. Because I talk about it in depth just a little bit about the different stuff. So I want you guys to start watching my older videos so you guys can see the dynamics of different things. Okay, let me end this live real quick. Let me see. Mommy needs to end. Let me exit. Do I exit?